Okay, so a gentle flow for hips. Let's start sitting. So you can sit on a cushion if your hips aren't comfortable just sitting cross-legged in whatever way, or kneeling. So grab a cushion if you need to. And close your eyes for a moment. Relax your shoulders. Open up your nostrils and breathe in smoothly. And breathe out smoothly. In and out through your nose. In your mind's eye, visualise a square box. And I'd like you to start at the bottom left corner of the box. Empty your lungs. Breathe in as if you're going up the left side of the box. Hold your breath as you get to the top line of the box. Exhale as you go down the right side of the box. Hold the breath out as you go along the bottom of the box. Back to the start position. Inhale up the left side of the box. Hold along the top line of the box. Exhale down the right side of the box. Hold the breath out along the bottom of the box. So it's also called square breathing. Breathe in 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. One more round. In 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Out 3, 2, 1. Hold 3, 2, 1. Breathe normally. Now just continue the up and down with a shorter pause. So when you're breathing through your practice, there's just a nice, smooth, almost like more of an oval shape to your breath now. In, and then it just loops over to the exhale. And it loops back to your inhale. Place your hands on your knees or your shins and start to scoop your spine backwards and forwards, flexing forwards and backwards through the spine so that we create a little bit of loosening off on the front and back of the spine. Continue to breathe through your nose. Inhale forwards, exhale back. Feel a slight rolling on your sit bones. Couple more. Sit tall, switch so that the other leg is crossed in front. This time take your arms out to the side. Take one hand down to the floor and lift up and over with the other arm. Press into the hand on the ground to lengthen the long side. Inhale as you come through centre, arms wide. Exhale as you go over the other way. Press into the hand on the ground to lengthen the long side. Inhale as you come through centre, arms wide. Exhale, flow over. Inhale as you come out wide. Exhale, flow over. Applying pressure through the hand on the floor. Inhale and exhale. And when you apply the pressure, try and draw the shoulder down away from your ear. Move gracefully. Let there be a nice lightness, almost like a feather-like movement through your arms. Think of yourself like a yogic dancer. Feel your side body opening, lateral flexion through the spine. One more each way. Inhaling through centre, exhaling over. Inhale, arms go wide. Next time you're there, stay there. And exhale, fingertips touch the floor just slightly behind you so you can lean back and straighten your legs out in front. And get right up onto the top of your sit bones. If you can, even have your sit bones kind of walking back slightly. Take your arms in front, sit tall, inhale. Exhale, reach forwards with a straight back. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, reach forwards with a straight back, flexing at the hips. Inhale as you come up, keep doing that. Exhale, forwards. Inhale up. Even if it doesn't mean you go far when you go forwards, keep the spine straight. Starting to flex more in the hips, opening into the glutes and the hamstrings and the lower back. Couple more. Feeling maybe you're reaching that little bit further, getting more from your hips. And then come up. Cross your right foot to the outside of your left knee. Keep your right hand on the floor directly behind you. And wrap your left arm around the right leg for a twist. Gazing over your back shoulder. And then when you undo the twist, take your left hand behind, turn onto the side of your left hip, step your right foot to the edge of the mat so it's pointing away from you, and then try and lift your right arm up and over, pressing into the ground with your hand and foot so that you can lift into a nice long side bend, hips off the ground. Right foot is your stabilizer. And when your hip and your arm come back down again, turn back round to face the front of your mat and cross your right ankle on just above your left knee. Your hands both go behind and bend the left leg in. And if you find that's a struggle, you can drop down onto your elbows. Otherwise, stay on straight arms. Inhale your spine long. You can lean back slightly if you need to. And exhale, bow your head towards your shin. Inhale your spine long, like you're growing like a stem that's just been watered. And exhale, bow forwards toward the leg, a bit more like a stem that's needing a water. Thinking of my own garden here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen. This is what my stems look like in the morning. Nice and happy for that morning water. Exhale, bow, and this is what they look like after the end of one of these nice hot sunny days we're having. Go again. And bow. Then see if you can stay in the forward bow motion, but try and lengthen more. So you're trying to stay in that forward trajectory, but get your spine to go straighter. So your head is less close to your shin, and your chest is coming up higher toward the shin. Straighten your left leg out and then release your right leg. Let's go to the other side. Left foot steps to the outside of your right knee. Keep the left hand behind on the floor. As you wrap your right arm round into a seated twist, look over behind. Pull the right toes up, gaze back. Eyes part of your body, therefore part of you, therefore part of your practice. So get the eyes to turn in the sockets. And then when you come back around to centre, bring your right hand directly behind. Turn onto the outside of your right hip. Step your left foot a bit more toward the edge of the mat with your toes off the mat, the foot pointing away from you. And then lift left arm up and over. Lift your hip off the floor. Extend. Try and almost feel like you're arcing away from the ground. Inhale, come back down with your hip. Exhale, turn forwards, crossing your left ankle just above your right knee. And then hands behind as you lean back, or again, you can go onto forearms if you need to. And then push into the fingers behind so that you can get your spine long and sit up as if you're trying to grow tall out of your pelvis. And then as you exhale, a little bow toward the shin. Keep doing this. Inhale, grow tall out of your pelvis. Your pelvis may be trying to get a bit more upright. And exhale, bow forwards. Just let your breath guide this gentle movement. Go one more. And then bow forwards toward the leg. And then this time when you stay there, try and feel your forward angle straightens out more. Head pulling away from the pelvis. Trying to get your spine longer, but in a forward angle. And then come up, straighten your right leg out, release the left leg. Keep your hands behind and just give the legs both a shake out. And then cross one ankle in front of the other and see if you can shift your weight forwards and step to downward facing dog. Press your hips back away from your hands, spread your fingers. Take a non-distractive gaze through the centre of your legs. Let this be a bit of mind training, that whatever your gaze is directed towards doesn't take its form of an object that creates any thought. It's just a gaze point. Thoughtless, empty. Look straight through it. Drop your left knee down to the floor and step your right foot in place of your right hand. Straighten your right leg, lift the toes, inhale. Bend the right knee and sink your hips forwards, look forwards. And again, straighten the leg, lift your toes. Foot flat, sink forwards. You can use blocks under your hands if you can't do this with straight arms. A block under each hand might work well. And then stay forwards on this one. You can keep a block under your left hand if you need to as you swoop your right arm forwards. Circle it all the way around behind, move into the shoulder. And again, circle forwards. Circle all the way around behind. A couple more. And then this time let your right hand rest on the back of your left leg and see if you can gaze back, maybe seeing your back heel. Do another circle but keep your arm up in the air. Tuck your left toes, straighten your left leg off the floor so you're in a lunge twist. Push the left thigh bone up into the leg so the leg straightens more. And then circle round and bring both hands to the floor. Step your back foot forwards a bit so that both legs can straighten. Turning your back heel in a little and bow over your front leg. And then just start to shift your weight forwards and backwards through your straight legs and feel how it adjusts to the line of your hips slightly. Bring your weight forwards enough that the left hip feels like it comes in line with your right hip. Hollow the belly in slightly and dive a bit further forwards with your spine over the leg. Then step your left foot back further. Plant the heel, bend your front knee, come up into warrior one. Take your arms all the way up toward the sky, bending into the front leg and lifting your chest. Bring both hands back down to the floor and come back onto both hands and knees. Lift your left hand, take your left foot forwards where your left hand was and then shift your weight back, lift the left toes, shift your weight forwards, bend into the knee. Shift your weight back, lift the toes, forwards, bend into the knee. And again, back, lift, forwards, keep the foot flat, keep your right hand on the floor, circle your left arm forwards, up and round. You might just graze the ground with your fingertips, up and round, turning your chest. Again, up and round. Left arm circles and lands on the back leg. If you can't touch the back leg, you can just rest it on the left hip. Gaze over your back shoulder and maybe as your right hip sinks and your shoulder turns back, maybe you can see your heel. Do another circle, take your left arm up in the air, lift your right knee off the ground for a lunge twist. Turning your chest toward the top arm without adjusting the pelvis. And then bring the hand back down, shorten your stride, bringing the back foot forwards, planting the heels slightly turned in. Both legs are now straight. I like to be on my fingertips initially, even if I'm on blocks. I like to come on my fingertips, get long through your arms so you can shift your weight back and forward through your legs. Feeling that adjustment moving through your pelvis. We want to try and get the hips to feel level, so shift your weight forwards enough that your right hip comes forwards and lines with your left hip. And then you can hollow your belly a bit more, soften in your belly and bow a bit deeper. Step the right foot back for warrior one. The heel is still turned in and the front knee bends. Arms come up. Bring your arms up toward the sky. Still trying to feel the right hip rolling forwards enough and the left hip drawing back enough that they stay square. Whatever feels as square as you can comfortably get to. Bring both hands back down to the floor. Step onto hands and knees and drop back into child's pose. All the way back to your heels. Downward facing dog. Pedal your heels up and down, one lifts, one lowers. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Hold on to opposite elbows and swing side to side. You're somewhere near the back of your mat. Back to centre, release your arms, roll your spine up to standing. Roll your shoulders back. And then swoop your arms all the way up, catch hold of your right wrist, cross your right leg in front of your left leg, press the hips over to the right, leaning to the left. Standing banana stretch. Come up to centre, undo that side, catch left wrist, cross left leg in front, press the hips over to the left. Come back to centre, step 1 foot forward, so you're going to turn to the long edge of your mat. Turn your toes slightly outwards. Bend down into your knees and slide your hands down so that your thumbs are just inside the thigh, inside the knee, and your fingers are on the outside. Press your knees wide, using your hands to guide them wide. Drop your opposite shoulder towards opposite knee and look behind. Come back to centre. Opposite shoulder towards opposite knee, look behind. Inhale, centre. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, centre. Exhale, rotate. Visualise that line from your shoulder to your knee and go as far down toward the knee as the shoulder can comfortably go, without the back knee collapsing in. So your thumb inside the back knee is going to help to press it wide as you dip down toward the other knee. Inhale, centre, exhale, twist. Feel one shoulder roll down, the other shoulder rolls back as you look behind the back shoulder. One more each way. To centre, straighten out your legs, turn your toes forwards, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, elbows wide, lift your chest. Press through your feet and with a straight spine, bend forwards and hold your balance there. Strong in your legs, straighten your spine, and inhale, come back up again. And then again, exhale, hands on your hips as you bend forwards. Feel a bend in the hip creases, so your fingers almost get jammed in the hip creases. Inhale as you come up, pushing through the legs. Exhale as you bow. Use your buttock muscles to pull you up. Exhale forwards. Inhale upwards. One more. Exhale forwards, so your chest is parallel to the floor, and again use a block if you need to. Place your right hand directly below your chest. Open the left arm and turn your chest toward the left. Then see if your hips, as you shift them from side to side, can shift more toward the right foot, so more weight goes toward the right as you twist your chest toward the left. Feel how it helps to keep the hips a little more level. Bring the left hand down as you inhale. Open your other arm as you inhale. And again, it's easy to collapse your hips in, so shift some weight over to the left leg as you turn your chest up toward the right arm. Bring your hand back down. While your hands are on the floor, heel toe your feet in a bit narrower. Drop down into Malasana, which is a squat with your knees wide and your elbows inside the knees. Lift your chest and feel the back of your pelvis pressing forwards. Feel a ray of light lifting through your spine, out the crown of your head, giving you this nice, bright, open gesture through your torso. Lower your sit bones to the floor. Take your right leg out to the side, bring your left heel towards your pubic bone. So the angle of the legs both thigh bones will be angled at the same degree. Maybe you're angling out towards the outer corners of the mat. Place your right hand on the floor, just outside your right hip, and take the left arm up and over into a side bend. You can take your block for this and maybe lower down onto your block with your forearm. And then the left arm, which is reaching up and over, is going to come behind your head. Open the left elbow wider and look up a little. And then bring your left elbow down towards the right knee. Inhale, open the left elbow, look up. Exhale, left elbow toward the right knee. Go again, inhale, open the elbow. Exhale, elbow toward the knee, and then place your hands either side of the right leg and bow forwards over the right leg. Walk your hands in and turn your torso to the front. Switch the legs over and bring your block to the other side. Place your left forearm down on the block. Take your right arm up and over into a side bend. By the way, you're not using a block, just on a straight left arm is fine. So it could just be that you're in a straight position. Only go as far as feels manageable. Top arm, hand behind your head, elbow opens, inhale. Try gazing up. Elbow towards left knee as you bow. Inhale, open. Exhale, bow. Inhale, open. Exhale, bow. Inhale, open. This time staying forwards in the bow, framing your left leg with both hands, turning your right ribs toward the left leg as you bow in. Walk your hands back in again. Straighten both legs out wide. Give them a shake out. Hold the back of both knees and bring your feet in flat to the floor. Hands can stay behind and just let your knees sway one way and then the other way. Sometimes when you do this, there's a little bit of walking on your sit bones, so you might have to just every now and then readjust your bottom. And then this time when the legs go to the right and your right shin is across, then see if you can straighten the left leg back a little more. Place your hands to the floor, lift your hips and adjust yourself so that you're in pigeon pose. Rolling the left hip forwards and lowering down maybe onto your forearms. Add a little twist to this. Stay on your left forearm, bring your right hand to your right hip and try looking over your back shoulder. Come back up onto straight arms, roll back over your right sit bone, bend the left leg in. Hands are behind you as you swing your legs round to the left, moving your sit bones with you. And then straightening the right leg out behind. Hands on the floor so you can lift and adjust yourself. I usually have to bring my heel in a bit closer. That feels much more comfortable in my knee. and I get a better stretch from my hip. Everyone is made a little differently, so try and find that little movement in your body to get the best position for you. We can take it to forearms again. Staying on your right forearm and lifting the left hand round towards your left hip, so you start to turn toward the left, gaze round over the left shoulder. And then back to centre, roll over your left hip, come back into that, bending your right leg in, knees come up. And then this time, once you're back into this position, step your feet round to one side of the mat, and then take your bolster or something ready behind the back of your knees. I'm going to take a block underneath the back of your hips. Lift your hips off the floor and just put it so that you're in a comfortably supported bridge, just at a comfortable height. We'll hold it there for a few breaths. If you really feel the need to get a big high bridge in and really to open in the front of the hips, then go ahead, but we're just winding down towards Shavasana, so this is a little more restful. Shoulders slightly turned under, so your palms open up. Let your arms fall off the mat, ready for Shavasana. Full weight of your pelvis resting on its support. Let that restfulness infuse its way into your body, into your breath, and even a restfulness in any thoughts that might pass through your mind. Like you're easy breezy with them. Take the block out from underneath your pelvis. Give your knees a little hug into your chest. And then release your legs over your bolster or whatever you're using. Let's notice the energy of the practice has helped to unite you more within yourself. The busyness of our day can often pull our attention in so many different directions. We feel that we lose that feeling of being connected within our own authenticity. Feel now how everything came a little bit more on track while you were practicing. And when we start to practice this practice of unison, which is or uniting, which is yoga itself, to bind, to bring together, then we're coming into line with the energy of our heart, the energy of our dharma, our intention, the energy of our creation. Relax and just trust into that. So we're moving very intuitively with our own self. Wriggle your fingers and your toes. Step your feet in. And turn to your side, make your way up to sitting. Sit cross-legged again or in a comfortable position. Notice your completion point of the practice. Take some of that goodness with you through the rest of your evening or the rest of your day. Bring your palms together, bowing to the goodness within you, the goodness within those that we practice with, whatever time zone they are in the world, all on the path of self-improvement, connection, becoming the best version of ourselves. Namaste. Thank you.